Record on this computer.
Okay. So we're.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
This is the director meeting.
Wait, let me just join our director meeting. Starting now.
What do you do?
Let me get that.
So,
Did it post?
it's a good
Yep.
system. I
Okay.
like it so far.
So hold that thought because we're going to ask you to say
Okay,
it out
here we
loud.
go.
Okay,
All right.
can you see
Hold
Jessica?
on. Hold on. Let me undo that. So there we go. Okay. All right,
All right,
Jessica.
Jess, let's see.
Hi, guys.
Oh, wait. Let me get it out
I'm
of this
looking at the
mode.
screen.
Right.
Here's like I picked the wrong spot.
Okay, go.
All right. Okay. Hi, guys. How are you? So we were just talking about some systems to have in place for our new consultants when they start. And so we had mentioned that Blair had developed a way to train her new consultants, and I've taken on to that as well. So I wanted to share with you guys what I have done for that. So when my new consultants, everything is on Facebook. I don't do Evernote because I get confused with it, and if I'm confused with it, I'm sure my team members are like, forget that, right?
So is it just all written in that post?
Well, I have it on my phone. It's going to be hard to see, but okay. So when you go on to, so when you're on when my team is on our, you can't even see it, but when our team is on our this is my team's Facebook
Can I see that?
group. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway,
Can you
They're far.
do something?
Here we go.
There you go.
Okay. So what happens
could
is
actually.
the pinned post
And
on
can
there.
you hear?
Huh?
Why don't we move the,
You know what? Do you want to log in
In screen share?
and screen
From
share?
there.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold on. We're going to screen share. Give us a second. Just give us a second. We're just going to try to screen share. I'm going to log out. Okay.
Should have called you. Chrissy wants to.
Eileen doesn't have the link to get on.
Isn't Eileen on my director page? Tell her to look there. Friday director.
another computer.
I have another one.
Are you
here.
making the videos yourself? That's
Yeah.
what you
Yeah, I just do it myself.
copy the link
So they're
from
just like
Capture.
1 and 2.
So no, because the problem is people don't know how to get to things, right? So they don't even know, even though Pampered Chef is sending them stuff, they don't even know how to get to the stuff.
The link to get there.
Right.
Yeah. That's Morgan.
Get the PC University.
It's my password.
Yeah,
Hold on.
which totally makes sense because sometimes I can't find it. I bookmark it.
Let's try that.
Well, I mean, I'll put something in and it's like,
Can I ask a question while I'm just getting ready? So this new visual page for the home page for the parties, I wanted like to
I
do
think
a
we have
bunch of
left
calls
it. No.
yesterday, so I changed the date to get back to my
gonna
past
lock you
shows
out
and
eventually,
they all
so.
come up. Then I go into the show
Okay, I don't know.
and I make all my
Sorry.
calls.
No, that's
and then
okay.
I
I
get
can.
back.
My Mac
goes
back.
I can get you in.
No,
Right?
and then I gotta go back in and change all the dates again and start all over. And is there a trick that I don't know
Is
about?
this on
all
Pampered Chef website?
Yeah, when I'm in Consultant's Corner.
Yeah, that's the same thing we have to make.
Wait, what do you mean you have to change the
So if you
date?
want to take a look at like a past party, let's say like 2 or 3 years ago even, you have to change the date to have it all show up. And then you go into the party and then you look at your stuff and then you go out of the party and then
It's, I mean, it's the
back
same,
to the
right?
first, like maybe
Yeah.
there were 25 or
It's
30
the
when
same.
you're talking about.
Yeah, because I keep having to go back to the first of the year. And then I have to keep doing the
Now
date.
It doesn't say that date range that you
No.
have in.
No, I know what
Can you
That's
exactly.
like a
what you're talking
technical
about.
thing I think we need to.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
Very
Sorry.
impressive.
I think you were.
Oh,
It doubled the time that it took to.
Okay.
unless it's in.
Okay, we got it, guys.
All right. Can you guys
So
see
you
the
can't
screen?
but you can see
You
that.
guys can see that one over here.
Okay.
Are you guys can see the screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my team's Facebook page. So it changes every month, obviously, depending on the goals that we are wanting to reach. So on this right here, this is a pinned announcement, right? So this is my team's logo. So when you click on see more, this is I'll play one so you guys can get an idea. These are all these videos that I just have compiled as time goes. So when a new consultant starts with me, and this is, by the way, taken off of Stacey Itzel and Becky Ishii Strong Start audio that's in the Strong Start training, they do a video, right? A welcome video. So that's what I did. So I do a welcome video. I go into Visly, and Visly is free, and you can schedule email campaigns, right? And so what happens then, and by the way, Blair is the one who really started this, and so I've just kind of piggybacked off of that and kind of turned it into my own spin too. But so you go on Visly, and then Visly you can do email campaigns. So I have 6 emails that go out that start from the first week that they start. The first email also contains this welcome video. So this is a welcome video that I have that goes to all the new consultants, but they can also come back to it right here on the page. This right here is a second one that goes out on the third email. That's just there for people to view. Now down here are all of these commonly asked questions. So for instance, I've got how to get started with PC University, set up your order payment account and direct deposit, set up a show in Consultants Corner.
So is that a video?
Yeah, so I'll play one. I'll play one so you guys can see. So let's do create a show. Where is that? Okay, let's do this. Let's do how to find current guests. Let's do this because we were just talking about this. How to find current guest specials. So here, I'll press where you guys can get it. So. So you guys all know how to find these, so I don't have to play the whole video. But that's it. So it shows them where to click, how to get to the videos, or how to get to the page, and things like that. So yeah. Anyways, it's as you can see, I've got a lot on here. How to find more station-style recipe cards, because no one can find those things if they want more. How to track your business expenses. So things that I'm constantly getting asked questions, and I don't have. They're all separate videos. Yep, all separate. So now it's short little, training segments that they can go on and just get their information and move on. So in the training, when they get their welcome video from me and their first emails start, they're always reminded to first go onto the Facebook page to see if their question is answered there. Secondly, go onto the Dreamcast forum and ask their question. And if they haven't found the answer, then to reach out to their leader or director. Try to free up some of that time. They're still getting training calls. They're still starting with 3 coaching calls before their first show. But it's just a system. I needed to put something in place because I was losing track of people and it was getting all over the place. So yeah, it does take time, which is why I'm last week there were webinars I missed. I'm I don't even know where I'm coming and going, but it took time. But now that it's there, I can easily just. Yeah, well, it's all right here. I mean, yeah.
I just want
commonly asked questions.
Right.
Yeah, the recording and Zoom is beautiful. So
during your break that you mentioned at 11:30, 12 or something. I'll be around. Sorry, my phone was upstairs and I was in the basement pushing water. LOL.
Debbie Cook. I love you, Debbie. In fact, Debbie right here, number 17, fundraisers, what can I do for your business? I invited Debbie to present at my team meeting, and this is actually Debbie presenting right here. It's the YouTube clip that I recorded. So Debbie, you're on my team's pinned training. Thank you for that material.
So again, please.
So to record these videos, you guys, how I do it is I just go onto Zoom, I create a meeting with just myself, and I turn the video off because if you want your face to show, that's an option. If they kind of need to see your face, I'm screen sharing, and then I hit record when I'm ready, and when I'm done, I stop recording, just upload it right onto YouTube. That's how I do them. Yeah.
Here.
So, and now you have a link, and then I just attach the link to your Facebook. I absolutely love it. It's been so great. just to, frees up my time a little bit so I can concentrate on more.
That's how people learn.
Yeah, right. You guys want a list of what I have on here? Like,
That would be great.
okay. So maybe,
Post it to the.
yeah, I'll do it in the Northwest directory with my tomatillos.
And then.
Those are I took those at my home. Isn't that a beautiful picture? I'm like, that, those are the best tomatillos I've ever seen.
Yeah. We created a group with just the directors that we know. They're all in there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good? Do you guys have any questions?
Okay, so this, I just heard about this Visily. Is
It's
like
with
SendShare and that, but that you can create
An email campaign.
a team page though, like a.
Yes, VIZZLIE.
Oh, you know what? You're not on Facebook. You're
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
in
until
You're in
Blair.
Well, no, I'm
and
in
you and-
Facebook.
yeah.
I can't take credit for this system. Blair's the one who
Yeah.
I saw what she was doing. I was like, oh, that's what I need. That's what I need to do. So yeah, it's been
Yeah,
it's
and
been
I
great.
do know that when it works well, I mean, the way she's working it, every week that there's new consultants, she puts those several consultants into the same email campaign. So people that start this week, these emails go out, and she has it timed so that it's going to hit a day or two after they get the email from Pampered Chef. I think she has 4. You have 6.
4 or 6 what?
email.
Yeah,
Emails.
yeah. She has 4. The reason why I added on extra is as a reminder when I know that Pampered Chef sends stuff, but sometimes that stuff goes to spam and things. So like I send, I do an incentive. So I do an incentive to where
Our group
when they
name
go through
is,
all of the
put
PC University courses, I have a sheet that I have attached to the very first email that they get to welcome them. And so when they go through all of the courses and write down the date of completing the course and the 10 takeaways, and they've already submitted $12.50, they can redeem that to me within their 90 days for a $20 gift card of their choice to encourage them to continue to learn. And yeah.
So they have to do courses?
They have to do all the PC courses within 90 days. And they have to have already submitted $12.50 in sales, and they can redeem it for a $20 gift card of their choice.
Nice.
It's a fun incentive. Like 2 of the people are taking it very seriously, and I just started this last month, and they're all over it. My new consultant Chris, he's like, I have 15 pages, Jess, of that sheet that you gave me, and he's like, I should be turning that into you soon. So just ways to bring attention to because Pampered Chef has great training on there, great material. The problem is, you all know, we don't even look at it half the time. There's just something about the way that it's presented to us. It's hard to first of all, it's hard to find half of it. We all know that, right? It's been the problem. And it's hard to get incentivized to actually go and search for it. And then a lot of times the emails go right into a certain spam folder for me. So a lot of times I'm not even seeing, when I first started Pampered Chef, I wasn't even seeing those emails, So it's just a way to help guide them through what Pampered Chef is providing for them. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. So
The comment here was that we
So we
need to
can
be near the
screenshot
mic
in there.
for people on Zoom to hear. So we'll pass it
That's
to
passive.
Randy.
let's pass it
Okay. Hello. So half of my team that was supposed to present today is stuck in Wisconsin with snowstorm. So Eileen's going to talk after I just kind of do a little something. Going just back to real quick to what Nancy Joe was handing out little things. I don't know if we saw that. Sorry. Okay. Well, okay. You didn't get a chance. We'll try and catch that back.
Do you want to show them this? That Nancy Jones did?
I was just going to show these, but yeah.
Show those other ones too.
Okay. Where's so these were just little cards that somebody kind of had created and then I piggybacked on. So it's Pampered Chef Rewards. They get 10. Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, hold on. Because it's very, I'm sure it's annoying everybody that my thing there's like 100
Okay.
things up there. Log out of my Facebook from here.
No. Yeah. Well, I know in case we want to go, we'll log out, but here. Okay, so let me stop screen
My
sharing.
kids start messaging.
Okay, how's that? Is that okay?
Okay, and then we have to get, when it's time, then Eileen's got to come in. Right, so,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay. She'll just
Okay.
talk.
Well, she muted herself, Eileen.
That's okay.
It's right on my phone.
Okay. So was this showing now? No.
Yeah. Yeah, just put it in the, you see the camera? Hold on, where are you? I have to find you.
Okay, there we are.
Oh, yeah, see? Like here, like that.
All righty.
See, there's the, see the camera?
Yes.
There's a camera.
Okay. So this is just that
We'll
little
get a
reward
screenshot for
system.
them.
So if people do 3 months of being green, I give them 10 Pampered Chef dollars. And I always tracked it, which was a pain in the neck for me. So this year they're tracking it themselves and letting me know. So it was just a little card. And then I just put a little sticker on the back to tell them how to find if they're active and where to look if they don't know how. And it just, yeah, I put it with a little postcard. What Nancy Joe was showing Marna had done, is that what you said? These are some cards you can get at Oriental Trading. There was a set of four different ones. They're kind of cute. And what you do is you actually write your own little something to them. And then there's these little scratch off that you put over it to let them scratch off your little message. And then on the back, it says this award is given to, so you can write a little note to the people. And how much was that?
There was 48 for like $5 or $6.99.
$48 for like five.
No, 48 cards.
48 cards, sorry, for $5.99. Okay. And then these were just,
Again, they're just little cards that you can give to people.
can you hear Nancy Joe saying this?
No, they can't. You have to read it.
Okay. So they're little cards you can give your team, pop it in the mail to them. And how much were these?
Same price.
Okay.
Same price.
So 48 cards for about the $5.99.
Those were, I think, is there 6 cards there? 6 cards. And
6
there were
cards.
8 groups of 6 cards. So,
8 groups of 6 cards. Okay.
again,
So hopefully that helps.
the
Okay.
other one had 12 groups of 4 cards.
So, I mean, I was just, this is going to be like a really so simple, but it's just something that I thought, I mean, we could do it, but it's really meant for like your meeting. And when Eileen comes on, we were talking about just that we need to like change things up and get back to like basics more. You know, that we are like doing so much other stuff that we're not doing like the basics of our business. And we're overwhelmed, some of us, a lot of us, you know, to try and get it all done. Pampered Chef made all these systems and all this stuff, but we end up working all that instead of just working the basics. So Kieran Josephus had put this on one of the groups, and Advanced Director Dawn Ferreira put it. So basically what you're going to do, and this, I mean, you could do it right now for yourself, but it was just, I mean, again, I'm going back, this is just basic.
See that because you know what that lighting.
I could open, could we move the curtains?
It's fine.
Okay, so it was just, I mean, it's so simple. Draw a little 5 petals and then the daisy. And in the center, you're going to write what you want to do for the month. So this girl wanted to do 4 parties, and then she just made the things that'll help her get to that. So, I mean, with it being May, I mean, you know, we used to just do little stuff like that, just a different version of getting them to think about what they want. And it's dorky, but, well, I mean, just simple. So for a meeting, when you get, you know, start running out of ideas, we go away from doing a lot of our basics.
Why don't you come up?
I don't
Keep
know.
talking,
Okay.
talking. Why?
All right. And then Tracy Varon had started this back in the beginning of the year, and I loved it. It was little posts that she created for the month to put on her Facebook team page. And it just helps, like every day I just pop one in, and I created this for everybody if they you want to copy it. But like today I put the share, sell, win post, and I put that today's going to be one of the drawing days. So that's why it was relevant to today. So, I mean, just, it had like the share, sell, win. And then tomorrow it's talking about check into your stir. So real simple little things. My team like loves these little daily, like just little reminders about their business, and I can throw in information. So, I mean, free Measure All cup. But like we challenged them to, instead of just saying they get that free, why do they want this? what are the reasons that they want it. So I did this through the end of the month. And Tracy had done it for a couple months, and then Sue Moulton and I and a couple other people really liked it, and we kind of just recreated it. So I'm hitting about being a team leader, a senior consultant, checking your voicemail and social media follow through. Why should you attend conference? So just little things each day, and I have it ready to go if you want to cut and paste with the picture in a email.
File.
Yep.
Awesome.
Is that you share this one?
No, I did this version.
I just want to make sure it gets posted in Friday Director pages. So
We posted on the.
Yeah, I can send it to you, just the link.
okay. Tell everybody it'll be posted on the training, PC team training.
Team training, we're going to put it on. And I didn't think about wearing makeup today, but I could say I should have worn makeup.
You
Okay.
have those already screenshot and
Yes.
ready to go. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so I did a May one, and I did it through the middle of the month, because then it's not like, so long. But it was just saying May starting, 5 ways to reboot your business, sales statistics, about following up with your customers, my recipe for success, going back to your launch list. So, day 6, it's how do you look up your consultant guide and where do you find your information? So if they're kind of new or they're not doing a lot, can help them. So,
I like that a lot.
well, I love having that. My team, it was really funny because a bunch of my downline, they're like asking if their team can go on my page, and I think they like that there's these little daily things for them to see. So, okay. So then we were talking, where is Miss Helene? Oh, yeah, no. Oh, gosh, no. I'm looking for my notes. So, okay.
Just ask Eileen to come
Where are you at, Eileen?
I'm here. I got bumped off.
Oh, okay. All right. So, go ahead, Eileen. Tell them.
Oh, are we ready? Okay, because I must have been bumped off during the
Oh,
last few minutes. So, hi, Patty.
Hey, Eileen, how are you?
I'm good. You guys can hear me okay?
Find you.
There we are.
There you are.
Gotta find me. I gotta find me.
Hold
She
on.
was like stuck in a snowstorm again, and
It's still coming down. It is
Really?
coming
Oh.
down. Yes.
we got a dusting today, so we're happy.
Well, I'm happy to share. We've got a couple buried
No,
cards
it's
here.
fine.
You sure? Okay.
No, I don't know
There
why.
she is.
Yeah, but I don't know why. See, I think I can do me, but I don't think I can do, here, spotlight video. Ta-da!
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's a big
I know.
picture.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'm up for this, huh? Okay. Randy and I were talking on Thursday about this training and everything. And I spent the first quarter of 2018 doing a lot of training, a lot of traveling, a lot of retreats, a lot of, attending trainings and also delivering trainings. So I spent a lot of time doing that. And it was all good and fine. But I don't know, you guys, and I'm glad that this is directors and everything, but I just felt like I was looking at my first quarter numbers. It appeared that I was overtrained, overwhelmed, and underpaid for my efforts. So kind of like unintended consequences. So I'll tell you what, in the last 2 weeks, I have found more joy in my business than I have in the last 6 months. It has been amazing. And you know why? I really did go back to basics, you guys. Doris started this business, almost 38 years ago with a paper calendar and a calculator. I'm assuming she didn't have an abacus. She probably had a calculator, right?
Yeah.
So I just, I went to, Brandon Barber was at one of the trainings, and it was something he said, and I don't remember anything else he talked about at the meeting, but when he said something about be aware so you can beware. About, certain things. And I thought, my gosh, that's what it is. I'm spending way too much time training and hopping on all the bandwagons of, what's new is better and all this other stuff, from systems to programs to Canva to Visly to, my head was just spinning, and it was just, and I thought, what made this business fun for me before? And it was the basics. I started for the flexibility to be able to spend time with my family and time with my friends and make a good living and actually, you know, build a business based on just the basics of booking shows, going out, having fun, making money, booking shows, going out, having fun, making money, and then helping others learn to do the same thing. And I just feel like it's either become so cumbersome or so confusing and complicated that it didn't need to be. And I remember Doris saying years ago, if what you're doing right now is working, stick with it. And I'm calling myself out on this, you guys. So this is almost like coming to a Jesus meeting with you guys, because I just thought this is what's happened. I mean, I allowed it to happen. So I'm just coming to you guys as, hey, be true to yourself, you know, stick with what works for you. I mean, if it's systems and details and all that other stuff, I think that there are, you know, as many different personalities, obviously, as there are consultants. So some respond to systems and lots of details, and some respond to the basics and just hitting the ground running. And I think that's what I discovered from his training was I don't respond to all the complicated stuff. I respond to just get out there and work. Just get out there and work. And I think a lot of times when people are looking at this business, consultants that are, or guests that are in our audience are looking at us going, wow, she's having fun. Man, this looks like fun. I think I want to do this. And then it's almost like a bait and switch. They come on board and I'm like, okay, here's what you have to do. And it's a litany of all this stuff that they have to do, which is fine. That's why I'm saying, I think that that's a great approach for some people. And another approach is very basic. So I guess for me, it comes down to that relationship, you know, with your consultants, finding out their way of learning. How do they learn? I mean, are they tactile? Are they auditory? Are they independent? I mean, I often laugh because one of my downline directors years ago said, Eileen, it says independent consultant on their agreement for a reason, you know, or independent sales director for a reason. They should not be depending on us all the time. We should not be constantly doing all the stuff. If the company has provided us with the information, we send them to get those resources. Okay. So, I mean, this was just happened in the last 2 weeks where I was just like, hey, that's what happened. I'm overtrained when I should just be following the basics that Doris planted on a roadmap for us almost 38 years ago. It really is such an easy business. I think it is. I mean, it's an easy business, but it's tough because you have to keep the momentum going. But I think it's a lot easier to keep the momentum going when you have a simple process, when you're just following the basics of what Doris created for all of us 38 years ago. So I don't know, that's just my, you know, my epiphany from the last quarter. And I just thought, all right, I've got to really focus on my personal business, which is booking, selling, and recruiting, and focus on my family. I just felt like I've just really, both have been neglected. My family is all grown up and everything. I'm sure it bothers me more than it bothers them that I've been in my office a lot. But so when I came home from their training, I was just like, it comes down to the basics. Book, sell, recruit, teach others how to book, sell, recruit, lather, rinse, repeat. So just consistency and discipline. And, you know, when I finally threw that burden off my back because nobody else was going to lift it for me, I thought, my business exploded. I booked 19 shows in 4 days. And I just needed to revisit that part. So I guess I'm
wait, they want to know what you how'd you book 19 shows?
I sat down with, let's see, where is it? I mean, I went through, well, of course, the June special, very easy to book there. I just literally printed a report of my hosts that have had shows since 2013 that were double points, over $700. And I barely even got through that list, you guys, to be honest with you. I think it was a mindset. I honestly did. Because when I sat down with the printed report, it kind of gave me the mindset that, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this person in a while. I haven't seen that person in a while. So as I'm going through and highlighting, I barely got to any of those, any of the people on the list because I had 3 shows that weekend. So I was in a booking mindset. I went out to my shows and I booked like 6 shows from those shows and then just continued to, then I did start, you know, reaching out and saying, hey, check what's coming out. And, you know, we all have those hosts that like to have the double point shows. The bottom line, it still comes down to asking. All I did was ask you guys. There was no big deal there. And I don't ask, do you want to have a party? I just say, hey, when was the last time you had your friends over for no reason? You know, let's do a deck party. Let's do a check out the host special. You know, it came from just a change of, refocusing on what I needed. And I needed to get back to the fun part of this business. You guys, I was doing 12 to 14 shows consistently for the last several years. This first quarter, I was down to 6 to 8 shows, which wasn't paying the bills. And honestly, pretty doesn't pay the bills. Spending time on Canva, for me, I'm not creative and I don't get it and all this other stuff, but that is a time sucker. And creating flyers and systems and programs was not paying my bills. And I just thought, you know what? It comes back to the show. It comes back to doing a decent show, telling a story at the show, like TKT, we call him Tim, the test kitchen guy, with a proper recipe that's going to, and I realized that chicken chipotle nacho dip is not a dinner, so I had to change that up. I'm doing.
Yeah, we're shocked. We're all shocked.
What?
Yeah. Hey, it's still in my repertoire.
What
So
you
not
making,
the happy hour. I'm doing the Caribbean chicken rice bowl.
Okay.
Because we saw him do it, and I watched him. So between Brandon Barber saying, "Hey, be aware so you can beware," and watching Tim say, "You know what, you guys, we're not out there. We should not be going out there with the intention of selling tools. We should be going out there with the intention of helping people. Have a decent meal without, all the preservatives and everything else." He said, by 4:00 in the afternoon, 80% of home cooks still have no idea what they're making for dinner that night. And so what are the alternatives? Going a quick trip and buying the hot dogs that are on the rolly thing, eating a bowl of cereal, eating a bowl of popcorn. He said, our job is not to sell tools, but to sell solutions, which we all know that, you guys. It's still that basic message. So I guess, for me, it was just 3 months of training, and I got so much out of the trainings that, I've attended, and thank you guys for always including me, little bits and pieces and all that other stuff. But it still came down to, why did I start this? I started this so I could have more flexibility and make some good money and have fun. Well, I found out I was spending more time working, which negated the flexibility. I wasn't having nearly as much fun as I used to, and I wasn't making as much money. So I thought, I need to fix this. So my message is consistency, discipline pays the bills. The simple message of why we started this business for ourselves will pay the bills. My feeling on incentives and all that other stuff is Pampered Chef gives us so many incentives. Focus on that. Help them to, see that those are the incentives that they should be going for. Oh, I see Marie's coming around. Are you gonna?
Okay, so Eileen did a fabulous job at our director retreat that we had in Texas, and she taught us. This was like a V8 moment for me with your phone in your introduction to your show. I don't know if your phone is nearby, if you want to show what you do.
Yeah.
And you were just saying that you created a new opening, and
I did. Well, let's just say I created an opening. I've been a consultant for almost 20 years without an opening. And I found that it was buckshot. When I were to go into a show, I'd be like, we'd start cooking and I'd be like, wait, I forgot to tell you about the guest special. Wait, I forgot to tell you about how you can order, So I just literally.
And you wrote it down, right? And you were going to pass it to us?
It's on my phone, yeah. And I have to have it on my phone, you guys, because otherwise I just, here's what it looks like. And I think I uploaded it to your, see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry?
Sharing show opening.
Yeah, it's just my show opening, my journal show.
Can you put that in Nancy Joe's or where?
I could put it on your Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you mind sharing your opening, how you do it, what you learned? I think it's so simple. It's a system. And a brand new person is going to totally relate to having your opening on your phone. And you've got that little pop pocket. So you've got your phone in your hand, which looks like everybody has their phone in their hand. Nobody even noticed that you were like sort of having Cliff Notes in front of you.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I mean, I had to have that because I just felt like at my shows, they're all social. I mean, and I felt like I was losing if I wasn't starting with some sort of roadmap at the beginning that I was going to have to go back and recount. Hey, wait, I got to tell you how to do this, do that. So again, it was just another simple thing. It was just a basic thing that I was not doing, and now I do it, and it's awesome. I mean, the other day I did my show opening. I was barely even in the room with the people when I was doing the rice bowl, and I had to go upstairs and use the stove to do the multi-pot thing. And I came downstairs. She had $1,000. I mean, $1,000 worth of orders were coming in while I was upstairs. And I don't know if it's the opening. And you know what, you guys? There was no Facebook link to this party. There was, the woman was recently retired. You know, so it was a very basic. And so I think that what happens is, for me, it was a mindset to go back to the basics and fall in love with it all over again.
Tell us what you think.
Oh, my opening? Well, this isn't gonna, I mean, okay. All right. So, you know what, when I go into a show, I always wanted, you know, when I was growing up, my parents always told me, you introduce yourself last, right? Introduce your mom and your dad. And all. Anyway, so I go in and I thank the guests first, thank the host, and I introduce myself last. And it's not a big story or anything like that, but I go in and I just say, hey guys, thanks for coming out tonight. I know it's a really snowy day and you guys were probably, you know, snowbound, but thanks for coming out to our party today. How many of you have been to a party? Raise your hand. Okay, awesome. Well, you know, if you haven't been to a party yet, you're in for a fun night. If you haven't been to a party, we've changed things a little bit over the last couple of years. The catalog is going to be your roadmap. On the inside back cover is your visual index. So if you're looking for something really quick, it's right in the back of the catalog. Otherwise, you can go through the pages and find more details on it. So that is your visual index. It's your roadmap. I just want to explain that everything is direct shipped right to each guest. As soon as you place your order, we will go ahead and process and ship it right to your door, okay? We also have, if you guys get real chatty tonight and you're hanging out with each other, you can actually go on and process your own order. You can go into our party code, and here it is over here. So you type in pchefparty.com and type in Randy's party code and take care of everything. And I prefer this because everything is accurate. The spelling of your name, the shipping address, your email, your phone number. You typed it in, it's going to be accurate. It will even, you can even enter your payment information as well. So check that out. We have a guest special. Anybody, if you see something that I'm demonstrating tonight, you're going through the catalog and you see something you like, when your order is $75 or more, you get a freebie. I show them what that is. Other than that, I want you guys to just sit back, relax, have fun. You know, the night is about you guys. My mission in this business is to get everybody to make eye-to-eye contact instead of Facebook-to-Facebook contact. So laugh, clink glasses, make eye contact, just have fun, okay? So I want to thank Randy for hosting tonight. I met her at Patty's house last month for her party. So Randy, was it easy to host tonight? Did I make it pretty easy for you?
Yeah, real easy.
Okay, awesome. Well, I have a little gift for you. Here's a little Season's Best cookbook and a little toaster tongs, but I promise you're going to get more than $5 for cleaning your toilet and run the vacuum cleaner. We have a very generous host program. How many of you guys have ever hosted before? Raise your hand. Okay, awesome. Did you get all kinds of stuff? Yay. Okay, very good. If you're morally opposed to paying full price, you guys, flip the catalog over. That's our host program. And my hosts typically get about $190 in free product, and that's tax-free. Where else can you get tax-free anything? So $190 in free product, plus, you know, Randy's going to be able to pick out some free half-price tools, and she gets a host bonus as well. So glad to make it easy for you. Okay, I'm going to introduce myself. My name's Eileen. I'm stamped all over the place. I lost my name tag probably 15 years ago, but my name's right in front of you. I've been a consultant for almost 20 years, and I can honestly say I still absolutely love what I do. How many of you guys love what you do at your job? Okay, yay, great. All right, this is my full-time job. Guess how many hours I work at this, you guys? And they all shout out. I'm like, it's 8 hours. I spend about 3.5 hours at each show, and I do 2 shows a week. So you can make eye contact with me. I'm not a scary pampered chef on steroids. I'm just a mom of 6. I started this 20 years ago, and I needed the flexibility to be able to be home with our kids when they needed me and get away from them when I wanted to. But it also was great because I was able to supplement my husband's income as we were raising our family. And then a few years ago, he lost his job, so Pampered Chef became replacement income, so I was able to replace Dan's income for that period of time. But really, this fits into anybody's life. A college kid who wants to pay off their student loans, car payments if you want to pay off your car early, you know, save for a vacation, whatever. It really is a very flexible, adjustable business. It's like a belt, you know? You can just adjust it to whatever your needs are. And now we're using it for retirement income. So this is actually supplementing our retirement income because we all know we have to be in charge of that, right? So yeah, consultants make about $30 to $40 an hour. So it is tons of fun. I've been having a blast all these years. But the best part about my job, you guys, is you guys. Everybody who's here tonight. You guys are in my office right now. This is a positive work environment. You're happy, right? Everybody's happy at these shows. If you're not, the door's over there. But pretty much everybody's happy. They're having fun and having a good time. So just seriously, watch what I do. If you can relate to Job Place Misery, you know, this is where it's at. It's so much fun. Watch what I do tonight. I'm sure most of you can do a much better job than I can, probably all of you. But check it out, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have about this later on. So let's see some cool tools now and try a new recipe. You guys ready to get started? Here we go. That's it, you guys.
Do you do a station style show?
I do not. I don't. You know what, you guys? I'm very. I don't. I
was trying to think of a nice way to not. Yeah.
Well, you know, you guys. Again, you have to be who you are, and if I'm doing something that is not me, it comes out loud and clear, and it affects my sales. It affects my bookings. It affects everything. So I have to stick with what I know. I will never stop learning. I love to learn new things. So I'm not saying don't stop learning. I'm just saying, you know, do what's right for you and where you're getting the most response, and that comes down, you know, from host to guest to consultants, where you're going to get the best response in the way you're doing things. And simplicity, basic is what's working for me. It always worked for me before. I do appreciate all the training and new ideas and things like that, but no, station style, crashed and burned on that in September 2014 when I was pretty much at the same place I'm at right now. So that was when Doris said, hey, if what's working for you was working for you before, stick with it. Don't change things. I have a very interactive show. Okay, so it's totally social, you guys. That's why I do that opening, because I just say to them, I'm going to get this part done, you guys. You can go and do whatever you want. You can watch me. You can come up here. You can hang out with each other. Totally fine. I want them to spend that time together. They didn't come to see me. They came to see each other. Okay, so I have them come up if they want it. If I see that they're looking at the salad chopper, I'm like, come on up here and try this. I already know how it works. It's more fun to see how you do it. So that's the kind of interaction I have. But it's what works for me. So
that's a comment on how much they loved that.
What's that?
I said you got a lot of comments on how much they loved what you were saying and how much it related to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what, you guys, I mean, honestly, I have to keep going back to what Doris started. And yes, technology plays a role in this, but I think human nature I think we're craving simplicity. I am craving simplicity. I took all my training stuff and it's gone now. I have to go with what works for me, and I can translate that and train people much more effectively if I make it simple for them. 80% of our consultants work full-time doing something else. I don't want to make it complicated for them. As simple as possible. So I don't know.
We talked about how we all jump on the new bandwagon and why, if it's working, you know.
Right. And here's the thing, you guys. I think when you have a conversation with a new consultant, I mean, hosts and guests are the same. You know what I'm saying? Your show is going to probably be the same, but training consultants is going to rely on their personality style and what they like. Okay, so come right out and ask them, hey, are you a binder person where you need every last detail, cross every T and dot every I before you even step out the door? Or do you like to hit the ground running? Find out, because if they like to I'm a hit the ground running kind of person. I'll figure it out later. Just let me go make some money right now. You know, all the piles of papers and things like that is overwhelming to me. So let me hit the ground running. If somebody's a detail person, hey, I've got all kinds of systems I can refer you to. Check out Pampered Chef University. It's all right there. And this was just born from, you know, trying to do all those systems, you guys, and then really feeling bad that I didn't do that 24-hour call, or I didn't get a hold of them in 24 hours. Now it's, you know, 96 hours later, I still hadn't done it. So I just thought, nah, I just have to go back to what was working and just supplement with the resources that Pampered Chef has provided us with. I'm not reinventing anything. I can't.
What's the question?
You know what, Eileen? So you have someone here that is asking about invitations. Do you send them out or does the host send them out? Do you postcards?
I do not send them out. I don't send them out. What I do for them is I provide the 12 mini catalogs with the label that has their show information on it. And then I will text them a copy of an invite preview from their show on Consultants Corner, the preview page of the invitation. I'll text that to them and say, hey, text this to your friends and have them click the link, because I provide them with the link to RSVP, because they can't RSVP on that picture because it's a picture. So that's it. I mean, they get the text, and then I set up the Facebook event. That's it. So I covered the three things. They mail it, they text it, and they can Facebook. You know, I mean, I have a $937 show average.
Right.
I just, but whatever. So you just have to do what's right for you, I guess is what I'm saying. And try not to beat yourself up if whatever everybody else is doing isn't working for you. The end.
Thank you so much.
One more question. So you train your new consultants the same way? I know you started to say, like, if they're a more detailed person, so it's a fly by the seat of your pants person, you're like, hey, go at it.
No, I mean, there's still a thing that I follow. I mean, I just make sure, like, all right, I've signed somebody, her grand opening's next week. So I always insist that they have a grand opening live show and a grand opening virtual party. So I will help them with both of those. Okay. Just to give them a feel for it. But the first call, I mean, I call them up and I'm like, hey, thanks for joining our team. Here's the first thing you want to do is we're going to schedule a grand opening show. Then I have them go on to Consultants Corner and create the show, create the link. I'll create the Facebook event, but they have to go in and edit the Facebook event to put the link on there. And that's where I start, The other stuff will come. I mean, that and getting their banking done is all they need to know right now, and asking people, I don't know. It's just, that's the system that works for me. I don't even like to call it a system because it is different for each consultant depending on their learning style. I honestly think sometimes we give them too much and we scare them away. We never see them again. So to just say, hey, let's figure out, how often you want to do show, how much money do you want to make? How often do you see yourself doing parties like this? And I even am careful about the way I say stuff like that. I just want to get a feel for it. I tell them that they're in the driver's seat. They've got the brake pedal, the steering wheel, and the gas pedal. I'm in the navigator seat, passenger seat with the map. Tell me where you want to go. I can guide you there, but I can't do it for you.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Am I going to get a bunch of hate mail?
Here, I can pass it back.
I'll go for my computer.
Okay. Well, what do I do with this?
I don't want it.
I'm gonna pass it this way.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Another thing I'd like to add to Eileen's, how can I be on the picture now?
Okay, I think that I'm the only one that can do. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, hold on. Let me find Nancy Joe. Oh, because I did it for Eileen. Hold on. Let me find Nancy Joe.
Hello. Let's see if I pop up.
All right.
Do you see me?
No, because I got her tagged on there.
Okay.
So let me just find. There we go. Whoop.
Okay. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? The only thing I'd like to add to Eileen and Randy's presentation was wonderful. And so thank you so much for reminding us that this business can be easy and not be complicated. I've been having some people run into some issues about going back to their previous host, back to their previous host, back to their previous host. What I'd also like to suggest is that you go back to that party and maybe the largest order on that party, you contact them, text them, and say, this is Nancy Jo Ryan from the Pampered Chef, and we met at Eileen O'Hara's show last year. We have the same special going that Eileen took advantage of last year, and I was wondering if you would like to earn $195 worth of products like Eileen did. Because, she is probably going to have a different set of friends and a different set of neighborhood if she was a friend or even a family member, either way. So I just want to encourage you to maybe go to some of those guests and not just only to the past host, because some people are crashing into the wall
Hold on. Going on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Some people are crashing into the wall with going back to the well over and over and over again. I've had some long timers really get in trouble this season, this last quarter. So so anyway, just want to add that. If they've only had 1 or 2 parties, it's one thing, but if they've had 4 or 5 parties, you guys think of that. That's $1,000 worth of merchandise or more if they've taken advantage of the half price items that they have. And there comes a point where people say, I have enough. Well, that's not the person you necessarily want to have the show. You want people who want more. So I just want to encourage you. I've had over 10 conversations with long timers about this. So try that. Okay. Just want to say that. I have to say, now going into what I'm going to present is, I have to say there's been so much, it drives me nuts that all these people are paying for these meal plans online. I'm not going to mention them, but you know which ones they are, where they have, it's $10 an entree. And so it was driving me nuts. And again, like Eileen said and Randy said, we are here to provide solutions to the problem. So what are those people doing? They're basically delivering some ingredients for a recipe. Well, nowadays you can go to multiple stores. We did some research. Barb Kuba is back in the office. Praise you, Jesus. Thank you. And she did local grocery delivery, Chicago area. She has 4 different delivery services that you can send people. Send these stores your list of groceries, and let me tell you, they have people that pick out the best of the best, because if you're not happy with it, you call them and they have to re-deliver something else. Okay, so these are professional shoppers. They're picking nice. I know, like Laura said, I like to shop. Carrie said I like to shop. This is for the person who doesn't have time and who's using these other services. Okay. Peapod, Jewel Osco seems to be, Aldi delivers, yeah. Instacart is Whole Foods, Costco, Kroger, the Food Emporium, and Shaw's. Shipped is Meijer. And Jewel Osco, I think that we are, that is the cheapest, okay? To have Jewel Osco, it's $25 off, free delivery on your first online order of $100 or more. Promo code 25 free. Free delivery on first online order, promo code free. Pickup, delivery or pickup, $30 minimum order. If you want it in 1 hour, if you have $150 of merchandise, it's $5.95. 2 hours is $2.95. 4 hours is free. Under $150, it's $7.95, $4.95, and for 4 hours, it's free. So if you can plan ahead a little bit, you can do this. Have your stuff delivered for free from a Jewel Osco. Now, some stores, I think Instacart, there's a markup on some goods, but some items may be less in the store. Other ones don't have any markup, so the sales, everything is what it is, okay? And we will post these online for everybody. Okay, so let me go to my wonderful sheets here. So the solution is, or the problem is, I don't have time to shop and organize my meal planning. So the solution, we came up with 5 at 5 planning sheet. Okay, so this, let me share my screen here. So what we came up with and what we asked you to fill out was turning rush hour. Oops, there we go. Turning rush hour into happy hour. You like that tagline?
Oh, yeah. I love that. I did
5 at 5. Turning rush hour into happy hour. And you guys should all have copies of this because we sent you a copy. All right. Yep. And we made this in Word, you guys, so you can actually.
Is it going to post on PCT training?
Yeah, we'll do that. Of course, Marie.
Because they're all going to ask me for that.
Of course, Marie.
Well, we already have this.
You've got the whole thing. All right. So anyway, what we did is we put it in a Word document so that you can actually fill this out right online, so you can have a typed list. And notice we didn't say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We said menu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because, hey, maybe on today you want to have fish, so that's menu 3. Doesn't matter what day it is, just which menu it is. And what we did was we put down, all the different categories or basic categories. Okay, so now when you take and fill out the first part of this page, okay, let me do hold on, stop share. And we're going to share again. All right, now I've got it filled out. And, oh, did it come up?
Yeah.
Okay, why isn't it up? There it is. Okay, let me pull this over here. All right, so now what we did, now the produce is the only, it's the only thing that has two lines or two things on one line, because hopefully you're doing more produce than anything else in your life. Okay, what I did, you're going to be happy because you'll be able to sell the Season's Best. Anytime someone buys a Season Best, I'm going to send them this market list. I took 5 recipes out of the Season's Best and put this all on the market list. Okay, so the first one is toasted orzo skillet with shrimp. The second is Caribbean chicken rice bowls. The third is barbecue chicken chop salad. The fourth is roasted chicken and asparagus with pan sauce and grilled peach salad. What I also included on there was my salad bar, my cool and serve salad bar. So when you're doing a party, you can do a party with one of the barbecue chicken chop salad, and you can demonstrate that, talk about the cool and serve salad bar. How wouldn't this be great to have in your refrigerator? You chop once on Saturday or Sunday whenever you get your groceries delivered, and then you've got it ready for the next 5 to 7 days. Okay, and of course you can do all the other things like Denver omelets and stir fry. You can do all different you can do wraps. You can do all kinds of things with what's in the salad bar. But this will give you your entree, your salad, and then you can add whatever, other vegetables or starches, whatever you want with it, if it doesn't have a starch with it. So this is all done for you. Yay! All right, and so
Nancy is the best.
Yay.
Nancy is the best.
But now here's the deal. I asked all of you to fill out a sheet with your family's 5 favorite recipes or what you would do in a week, okay? So that, wouldn't it be cool to put these all in one file, and some of them are gluten-free, some of them are dairy-free, whatever your, things may be, and then we can post all these menus and shopping lists together. And, pardon me? Take that. Right. Well, and here's how. Yeah. When we're not mentioning names. So anyway, what I'm really excited about this is I think it is the solution to what people are having the problem with. And how I'm gonna sell this to my customers is, let's have your friends and family bring their 5 recipes that they would serve their family, fill out a menu and the grocery list, okay? And you can trade it between you if you want, and then you'll have 8 or 10 menus, okay? And you'll have the money left over instead of going to one of these services, so you can buy the products you need to do these things fast and easy in your kitchen. Okay, so now what I did was, here's the product sheet. All right, and let me stop this share and go to another share. Okay, product sheet. So here are all the products. Why does this do this? Are you so excited?
Did you send this to us?
I sent you a blank one.
Yeah.
You were supposed to bring it. Okay. Oh, perfect.
Not the.
I didn't send this new one. No, we just finished it this weekend.
I thought we were just supposed to bring 4. That's okay.
Oh my God.
In other words, you didn't read the email.
I thought of things that I was thinking.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can everybody see this?
Yeah.
All right. So for this particular set of menu, there is a product total of over $2,150 of products that we used. Of course, you don't need everything, but what I'm saying is it's a great reason to have a party, right?
That's right. We don't
Because
need
now,
it. They do.
instead of spending $10 an entree, you're going to be spending about $10 a meal. Okay, it's $2 to $2.50 a serving for 4 people, and now you're going to have $30 from just that one night that you can spend on the products to make those dishes. You're still cooking with the other services.
Oh, yeah.
The issue is shopping and planning. Okay, planning and shopping. And what I love about this is the first thing I'm going to do, I'm leaving tomorrow, but when I get back, I'm going to shop and plan from my refrigerator, cupboards, and freezer first. What do I have that I need to get rid of? Clean that out. If you want to start fresh, pull out everything, send it off to the food pantry, okay, the non-perishable items, and start fresh, okay? Start with your cupboards fresh and clean. But my sister does this every, I think it's March and October, where she doesn't allow herself to buy anything but fresh and her dairy during those months until everything is gone from her freezer and her cupboards, which I think is really ideal. What else is really awesome about this is you can put the rest of your, staples, the toilet paper, paper towels, stuff you buy every week or whatever, on these lists, and you use the list as a master. You take a copy to the grocery store, for those of you that just want to shop with a highlighter, and you highlight on the copy, so you always have this menu done. So if you have 5 menus or 6 menus, you're not even eating the same food, but once every 6 weeks. And so just around this table, if you guys did your homework, how many menus are we going to have? How cool is it? And the fact that we can take and alter the menu, say you don't want one of the recipes, that my family doesn't like Jamaican jerk rub. So I can take that out and alter my shopping list and put something else in there. Okay. You just go through the recipe and alter it. So it's very doable. It's very, I think Barb worked on this whole thing for about 2.5 to 3 hours, and it's making up forms and doing all this stuff. To make a list and to do the grocery list really should only take you about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. And I love the fact that we made it as a Word document, so you can go in and have it on your computer. You can have it on your phone. You can have a file, a grocery list right there if you want to do your own. So anyway.
Would you just take those forms and with blank ones to show them to Joe, and then just have them fill it out with their own?
Yes,
recipes?
exactly.
Repeat the questions.
The question was, would you take it to take blank forms to the show? And I would say yes. And I will, when you buy the Season's Best, I will even start you off with your first menu plan. So you have an exact sheet, okay? So that goes along with the Season's Best, 5 recipes in the Season's
I really
Best.
think this is great because a lot of people don't know where to begin.
Right.
With dinner.
People don't know,
This
yeah.
is kind of like an outline now.
It is, for sure. So I'm really excited about it. And, you can we'll send people the recipes, the pretty recipes from Pampered Chef. But I just think, you could do that. Just sell them the Season's Best.
Yeah.
It's only $2, but if there's 12 people in the room, it's not the $2 buy. It's, I'm going to do this plan. And now I want to have my own party because I want to get a stainless steel pan, and I want to get a great knife, and I want to get a good cutting board, and I want to get the quick slice, and I want to get the salad spinner, and I want to get them for free, half price, or bonus.
So you're giving them a blank
I'm giving them a blank
Okay.
sheet
So if
to
they
bring
bought
their,
the season's best, you could send them then the filled out one, but they have to buy it.
they have to buy it. Yeah,
All right.
For $2.
for $2.
Yeah.
And they'll have it's not about it really isn't about the $2 sale. It's about showing them how easy this can be.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
and if they brought their 5 recipes, we're going to actually have them do it. I'm going to show them, okay, here's where you put your different menu plan, and then just go through and make the list. And now I'll send you the blank Word document that you can go home and put it in there. And then if you buy the season's best, you're going to actually have two meal sets to start out with.
So you're offering this as like a class?
Yes, it is a class. It is a class.
Are you cooking anything?
Yes, I would make like the Cobb salad or the one of the recipes so that they could try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they sign up to come?
They would.
And you're
well, it could be just someone's party too, but listed as a class. And 5 at 5.
At your own house.
You could you could do it at your own house to start with, and then what's that?
Everybody.
Hello, June.
Hello, June. Yeah, don't go by May.
April.
Hey, this is
I
April.
mean, people are still wondering how they can get the $1,000 for this month.
Yes, you guys, we could, because they'll have this all done, we can send it to all of our people. What we can do is we can literally have a class next week, and this is how you say it is, oh my gosh, I have something brand new that the company, that our leaders just put together. Can't say the company, but our leaders just put together, and I'd love to try it out on you. Can you come and bring 5 recipes that you would feed your family? Now, they're not Sunday dinners. If you're going to feed your family chicken breasts or say spaghetti with salad and Italian bread, and you're going to buy a jar of Classico and some meat to jazz it up, that would be a meal plan, okay? And you would put that on your grocery list. Now, none of that, you could brown your ground beef ahead of time with some onion and garlic and seasoning, but you don't have to. You don't have to do the meal prep. But during the class, I would say when ground beef is on sale, I would buy 10 pounds of it, brown it all up, okay? Or make some of it into burgers, brown up the rest, and then put it in 1 pound packages so you can pull it for tacos, for chili, for spaghetti sauce, for anything that you need some ground beef for. That step is already done. Same thing when chicken is on sale. Buy 10 pounds of it, strip some of it, cube some of it, and then make your breasts, and then that's when you talk about the closing cut. Make your breasts thin enough so that they cook in 6 minutes, and you're not killing one end and trying to get that inside pink. So you're ready. So now and keep an erase board on your refrigerator or freezer with what you've got ready to roll with your meat in your freezer. So maybe, 3 different things call for chicken. Well, you're going to highlight that right off the list that you've already got it. You're going to go to your cupboards and say, okay, I need black beans, I need corn, I need this. You're going to highlight right off your list that you've got it covered. You're not going to scratch it off. You're going to highlight it so that you can see the list, what you need, and then you're going to turn around and say, okay, these are all the only things that I have left from my list when you go to the store. And you are going to feel so good because you know what? I used to do 10 at a time. I used to do this for 2 weeks. Yeah, I created 10 at a time over 25 years ago. I created that at my old house. I've been at this house 27 years in August. So over 28 years ago. I created that to make life easier for me. I was serving my family a frozen pizza and I was going out and cooking for others. Yeah. And I said, that's not right. That's not right.
This house is always falling apart, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So I created 10 at a time and I did shopping for 2 weeks. You can do that if you want. But I was saving over $200 a month 28 years ago from my normal shopping because I wasn't buying things I didn't need and I wasn't throwing anything out at the end of the week. How many times do we go through or we stop for 2 items and bring out 2 bags? Impulse buying. You're going to save so much more than any of these shopping services are ever going to cost. I promise. You're going to save. So I'm pretty excited about this, as you can tell. But it's really easy to do. And
could we ask who brought and
yeah.
what they bring?
Yes, let's.
What's their 5 meals?
Yeah, I did the Tuscan chicken spaghetti that Ariel Jan's, and then just chili mac. We go for a lot of leftovers to take to work the next day. So our Pampered Chef brush hour fajitas, a Weight Watchers salmon and roasted potatoes with asparagus recipe, and then another one, stir-fried spicy ginger shrimp. And the only thing I changed, I don't buy a lot of frozen. I made a stocked pantry instead of the frozen section.
Sure.
And put everything there because I always have chicken broth and diced tomatoes and beans and olive oil,
Perfect.
salt, pepper, that kind of thing. So I changed that little corner.
Let me see what it
to
looks like.
stock. I just made it a stocked pantry
Okay.
and just put what I would have.
Wait, let me take a picture.
Wait, no, she's going to
I'm
send
gonna
this to
send
us.
it to you.
All you guys
Yeah.
are going to send me your 5 at 5,
Yeah.
your recipes for that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be able to have around this table all these different menus to kick off.
But it was really fun to, I sat down, my husband and my son were, my son is 23, but I'm like, what do you want for dinner this week? Because they like to take those leftovers. So he was all about, we need chili because it's snowing. I'm like, okay, we'll put in the, no,
And it's April.
Yeah,
Laura, how long did it take you?
Not long at all.
No.
Yeah. I mean, and some of them aren't even written recipe. You know, chili mac, you just know what you need. You just
Right. You just put
Yeah.
it on there.
Yeah.
You just put it on there. So it's a
Tina,
great
you want
way.
hers too?
Yeah.
Here,
Well, we'll
here,
just
here,
go right
here,
down.
Here, Miss Carrie.
Hi, I didn't fill out that sheet yet, but I brought
Great
the rest.
job, man.
I actually
She's
asked
a real
Michelle
girl.
to do it too, and I got a few of them to give me some recipes. But I did get comments from them. A lot of them are like, I just cook off the cuff. I don't write anything down. I'm like, wow, I don't do that. I'm jealous.
So, I'm sorry. Did you say you had friends do it too?
Consultants. I had
Consultants.
my
Okay,
consultants
good.
asked. They submitted some. I got a few of them, but one of them did it's like a Italian sausage and green peppers, and pretty easy.
Yeah.
Spaghetti carbonara. This one is easy but different. Something I wouldn't have thought of. Somebody had a protein pasta salad. All American burgers. That was another favorite. And then mine. This one's actually HelloFresh. It's a, what do they call this one? It's like a sesame beef stir fry. I like the cheesy shells and Italian sausage.
Anyone
and
else
then,
hungry?
turkey
Eileen.
fettuccine, baked spaghetti, and then I do like a cheeseburger mac that my family likes. So, and then I also have a really good mac and cheese one I'm going to add to round off, so I'll have 10.
Okay. So you'll have two menus worth.
And, yeah, I just have to type them in now.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I of course didn't read the whole thing the right way. I thought it was what we would want to make out of the season fest or whatever. But I do, that barbecue chicken chop salad looks really good. I love that white bean, kale, and sausage stew, and I would do garlic bread with it. There's the Southwestern chop salad with cilantro dressing that's like
that's a good
really
one.
fresh. And I thought there's a grilled chicken breast with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the pork tenderloins that we made in the rock crack with the onion and make them on the little Hawaiian buns. And you just take some mayonnaise with whatever seasoning you put on the pork tenderloin. And it's super simple.
Okay. And you made your list up too?
Yeah.
And you'll be able to type that in, Randy, and when you go home,
sure,
and then you
yes.
can send it to me.
Okay.
With the recipes. Now, you guys have to include the recipes with it because,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That would help if we-
Yeah. Okay.
I brought recipes too, but like literally I have my chili recipe that I just wrote down.
Okay.
Like I just have stuff that I dump, usually can opener, just dump in. Pulled chicken sandwiches, sweet and sour chicken. This is such a really easy and healthy one. It's just a slow cooker chicken taco soup.
Mm.
I absolutely love it. And it's great for leftovers the next day. Just like a cilantro lime steak taco salad or steak salad. Burgers, spinach, artichoke chicken. This is just all weeknight stuff that we do. My grandma's meatloaf. Look at my grandmother's.
Oh,
that's the best.
looks like
That's
mine.
awesome.
Like 4 versions, you know. So,
She has 4 versions?
Yeah,
Great.
so I-
Oh my God.
I know, 'cause she would just throw stuff together.
That's funny.
You know?
That's
So,
great.
so I just kind of take a little bit from each one, you know, but it's
Yeah.
funny because when I look at it, it says grated small onion. Well, I thought, Grandma needed the food shopper.
Yeah, right.
She was great at it.
Great onion. Anyway, rigatoni with sausage and fennel, and then just some other stuff. I mean, I just have,
So you didn't actually put it on the sheet yet?
I didn't. I will though. But
Good.
maybe not this week because I'm going to Millie Island on Thursday.
Yes, that's okay. We'll give you a break this week. Okay.
And Tina? Hi there. So I picked 5 meals. 3 are actual Pampered Chef recipes that we love. The easy weeknight chili. We think that's the best chili we've ever had. I just love that recipe. The chicken piccata pasta. That's another favorite too. And of course, fajitas. The rush hour fajitas, although I do them on the grill pan.
Mm-hmm.
And then my other 2 meals are really not, recipe meals. So my biggest thing is to purchase salad kits at the store. Every store has them. I love the Southwest one at Trader Joe's. That's one of my favorites. And you just pick your choice of protein. Okay. Whether you want to grill fish, pork tenderloin, chicken, shrimp, it all can go on there for like a 10-minute meal. That's like our quickest, easy meal. And then I also do a lot of sheet pan meals. Okay. And for that, I really don't follow a recipe either. So I made my list for my hot turkey Italian sausage one, where I half the turkey and put green peppers, onions, and I buy the little fingerling or miniature potatoes at Trader Joe's, so they don't even have to be touched, and put that all on the stoneware bar pan, drizzle it with olive oil, and put it in the oven. So, so a lot of times on my recipe guides, I include a choice of protein, because you can do a sheet pan with any meat you want. You can use a salad kit with any meat you want. And I think that when people have those types of ideas in their head, they see that you can make a quick meal without a huge grocery list, buying thousands of ingredients and things like that. So,
and you can always cook double the protein the night before in preparation for your salad kit the next day.
Yes. What I was going to suggest, one of the things that, when I typed this up, I thought of it later on, is I would put a pizza crust on the shopping list, because leftover fajitas, or chicken fajita pizza, is fantastic. Even the sausage and peppers, that can be done on a crust for leftover. And I think was always a great tip that Pampered Chef gave us, was the pizza crust to have on hand. And we're big leftovers. We eat leftovers.
They're planned overs, right?
Yeah.
Planned overs.
So all of these give you these types of recipes, especially since we're just 2, gives us a lot of leftovers. The one thing I would want to add too is, I probably should leave this here, is with the grocery list, like I like to go to Costco, and like you were talking about the well-stocked pantry, I think that's fantastic. And the little thing you created for that's so key for tomatoes and stock. You can put beans on there that you like. But I like to go to, like you're saying, for the meat, like go to Costco once every month or once every 2 months, since we're only 2, and buy we buy the same thing, a bag of raw shrimp, a bag of cod, a bag of mahi-mahi, a bag of salmon, a bag of chicken, and, the 4-pound package of ground turkey or whatever. And that's always in our freezer until we exhaust it.
And do you break it down by meal portions?
You could just take them out.
No, I just take them out because the fish is in frozen.
Oh, okay.
Packages.
Gotcha.
If I buy something that is like fresh, like maybe a fresh pack of pork chops, yes, then I would have to break them down and baggy them for us. But so really, when it comes for us shopping, we're basically just shopping every week for our fresh produce, our dairy, and what we want for breakfast.
Right.
Like fruits, and things like that.
Yeah.
And it just is so easy.
Right.
And
Totally
it's so
makes sense.
cost effective.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, in addition to share at your shows, that people should stock their freezer, not go crazy so you don't know what's in there, but just with the basics that everybody likes. And
and you've got, you know, dinner every night.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a real dinner solution.
and if you use the whiteboard on the outside of your freezer, or somewhere, if you use the whiteboard, you can put chicken breasts,
Here, you want me to
chicken
give it to her?
strips, and then you can tally how many you have, and then just
saw that
erase when you use it.
Yeah, because you know that.
That's
All right,
true.
so when you run out.
I'm going to put in a plea. If anybody is on Weight Watchers or doing healthy or anybody's
Oh, that would be
vegetarian, please,
good.
please, please contribute to this. I think my version is going to be very different since I'm now cooking mostly for two. So my thought was I have a really good way that I use my sheet pan meal leftovers. So I will grill roasted vegetables and also on my double burner grill pan, grill a lot of chicken or my other protein. And then one night it's just vegetables and my meal. I turn another meal into fried rice and I will share that recipe. And the other meal is you toss that stuff with your cooked linguine and a little Parmesan cheese and a little garlic, and you have like a pasta, you know, dish. So,
That's awesome.
you know, I think that we can take it lots of different ways, but it would be great.
Well, and that's if you have.
Oh, Sherry Carr.
Yeah, she's
Put
got
in
her
hers. Do you want to
recipes
read it?
Yes, Sherry Carr has fish tacos, spaghetti pie, Mexican quinoa bowl, cherry balsamic pork stir fry, and romesco soup. Awesome.
Wait, I'm going to share. Wait, I was with Marina last weekend, and she was meal prepping. Wait, listen to her menu. Chicken cacciatore, stuffed brinjal, stuffed beef braised in wine, zesty lemon and capers chicken piccata, Italian roasted sausage and peppers, baked ziti with bolognese, minestrone and lentil soups, rind and rosemary chicken saltimbocca.
Oh.
I just got to get her meal. I just got to get her recipes.
Her recipes. Get her recipes.
That was
Well,
like,
and
I was like, doesn't that sound good?
What I was going to start to say is, if your meal plan is specific to healthy eating, we can't use certain names. Okay, we can't use shopping.
Just lighten it up.
Just, well, I think healthy eating, put it on top, or, put it up here, make another box, or, do it right under the turning rush hour into happy hour, vegan style, healthy style, cooking for two, cooking for kids, things like that, or kid friendly. I hate fish. Whatever it is.
That's cute.
Right. Fish free, right. No, because that'll be really good. Because if you have kids, I can't wait to get Carrie's Easy Mac and Cheese, because I know when my grandkids come.
Is it personal? Your personal Easy Mac and Cheese? Someone else's.
I found it on Pinterest.
Found it on Pinterest.
Yeah. In the deep covered baker. And I'm like, I don't know who did it, but it's amazing. It's quick and my kids love it.
Okay, so share what it is right now, and then we've got
the definition of team.
Together, everyone achieves more. Woo!
Where are you?
Carrie's.
Carrie's got it.
I'll share it on the message too. It's simple. I mean, it's just
Wasn't that on one of your sheets?
no, I didn't put that one. It's just elbow mac and chicken broth and cheese, and really, I think that's about it. And then you could add bacon, but I'll make sure I get the exact measurements and everything and share it. But
The block of cheese?
I mean, I use a block. I shred it over the block.
And you use
flour.
We got it.
No, there was no flour. No.
You know what? Someone is taking Nancy Joe's salad bar, and she's doing a taco salad bar show. Same idea, just taco toppings.
Taco toppings.
In the cool and serve.
The
Is
six.
there any way we can show them the picture
The cool
from
and
your
serve.
screen of
The original.
bowl?
Oh, the things
With the middle.
By the first one.
Here.
Yeah.
No, not any.
Could
add-on
you
divider.
somehow take that and show them her screen?
Take what?
The Caribbean at the very, sorry people, at the very beginning, I don't even know where I'm at. At the very beginning, Randy shared a picture from one of her directors who plated the Caribbean bowl
There you
recipe beautifully.
Who is
So,
Tammy Carrero.
Tammy. So,
Oh, there it
so
is.
Carrie,
Hold it
can
up
you
there.
take
Hold it
that
up there
computer
again.
Hold it
and
up.
put it up to hers? There we
Can
go.
she screenshot it?
Each other?
Can that? Oh wait, now I'm seeing a bunch cake.
Look at this. We have 1 million devices that we're sharing a device on a device.
On a device.
On a device.
Thank you. I'll also put in here, our next director meeting is the 3rd Monday in May at Nancy Joe's house. And we will do the same thing. We will Zoom our meeting. So if you guys want to write it into your calendar, that is May 16th, right?
Okay, so here's the sample.
No,
She put it
May
in.
21.
Wait, she's
So
There we
she
go.
just spiralized a bunch of veggies, and I'm assuming that
Ooh.
red pepper, she, steamed it. But she's got everything like on platters and then the big bowls, so then people can come and put whatever they want on it. And she did take her, it looks like her pineapple she grilled.
This is crazy.
And if I know her, instead of the rice, I think she might have done quinoa. I'm thinking.
You should
with
take
the
a
beans.
picture of this,
Oh,
because this
that
is
rice
really
is
funny.
so
This is
good.
beautiful. I mean, it made a really nice presentation.
I know.
You got it.
And
I know.
that's just
This is so like funny. Here,
So
oh, we should get
funny.
that in there too. We should have got that in there too.
So here we are. Okay.
Yay! Yes, go ahead.
Why
Go
don't
ahead,
you,
read it.
can you hold, we can screenshot it. Here, give it to me. I'm going to screenshot. Hold on. Just make sure it gets in the box.
I love the skinny mac and cheese recipe.
Yeah, hold, just keep it
With the
there.
cauliflower?
Can you zoom in a little closer? Oh,
No, it's not backwards.
No.
We can see it.
hold on. Hold
There's
on.
so many great
So
recipes.
I forgot
I love
about
that.
the
Okay.
I
Let me see
just
if that
love
works.
our skinny mac and cheese.
I think
love
so.
that.
And Carrie uses regular amounts.
Here, I think I got it. Right? Top with crumpled bacon is the bottom. Two
Yep.
cups elbow. We'll
Yep.
fix it. Yeah, we'll
All
fix
right.
it.
Oh, did you kind of stop?
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
So.
Oh, wait, she's got the one with her in there. Hold on.
Okay, listen, Tammy shared into everyone. I'm picking recipes
Okay.
that they can search from my website. This helps drive them to my website and reduces paper copies. Okay, BLT mac and cheese from 29 minutes to dinner is outstanding. Another really easy one that we did on ball nights and stuff was doing a mac and cheese. So we could do your mac and cheese, Carrie, and we added tomatoes and tuna and just mixed it all up, and everybody loved it. Everybody. So what's that?
Laura doesn't love it.
No.
No.
I won't. No. No tuna for me.
I love tuna. Anyway,
I do.
yes.
I like tuna, yes.
My kids would eat it. Everybody would eat it. You can
I love
also add chicken in there,
Do
but
you
it
ever
just
have
really
the Italian
tastes really
tuna?
good. So, okay, everybody, we're going to stop the recording. Thank you so much for all of your training, Randy and Eileen. Let's give Randy and Eileen a big hand. Woo! Okay.
The Italian tuna.
And
In
really
a whole
appreciate
bunch
you
of- I
guys.
don't know how many is
Eileen,
in there,
thank
Can
you
you
for
believe it?
taking us back and telling us what's important.
Oh, you
And
get it in the
Randy, thank
jar.
you for your
it's in the
portion. It was
And
great.
Nancy's
Oh, I
inviting
know.
May 21 is the next director meeting. Again, pardon me?
We will also Zoom it.
Yes, and we'll also Zoom
It's at
in.
the Walmart.
So
one in
hopefully you'll be able to join us.
the jar.
Okay. Anyway, I'm shushing Patty here. Anyway, thank you for all you do every day to make your business great. And don't forget to go to the guests of your best hosts from last June and last May. You guys don't jump right into June. Fill the rest of your, you could do this
It's
with
still half of
people.
April.
Right now, next week at your house, you can plan one. If you don't have a lot of shows planned, put it out there. 5 at 5 meal planning, come take a class. And you can charge something like for like that they would go home with a quick slice. You know, so it gets them there, it gets them and what I like to do is I like to leave that order open so they don't go quote unquote home with it. But the next day we can put in the rest of the order in case they have other things that they would want. And I would just pay the $2 shipping to have it shipped right to their home as a thank you for coming. Okay, so figure out what that is. I think it's around $40, but and then just to say to people, you'll end up with at least 4 or 5 weeks worth of recipes and ideas if everybody comes and does their thing. Okay.
I just had a couple things for conference ideas.
Okay.
I had made these coasters last year. It says, this is my tagline. When I go to a party, what does it say? When I go to work, I end up at a party.
Nice.
So these were made, and I think they're like $2 each. And those were like my little favors for people who came to conference.
Okay.
And then they had these stickers that you can put on your car. I had made
Stickers?
Yeah, it's a sticker, and you put it on your window.
What?
Catalogs on board.
Oh, cute. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I had them made.
That's cute. My husband would
Probably
never let
shouldn't
me
tell
put that on
anybody
the
no,
car.
because it's got the logo. But these cost like $1 or $1.50 each to have. I can get. I have a guy who makes them for me.
Okay.
There's
got a guy.
Yeah,
I
Sound like my husband.
But there's also they had last year. I bought. Did you see those little wiper tags? They're little things that hook on the back of your window of your car, and it's your wiper blade, but it's a spoon.
I did see.
And they were $10 on the thing. They were like $14, but when I called them and I had it made as a spoon for Pampered Chef, he charged me only $10 if I ordered 10 of them.
And what is it? Just hook on to your wiper blade? It's just a spoon?
Yeah.
To draw attention to your car?
Right.
And did you personalize it or no?
No.
Oh,
I think I told them just put their own information, like a sticker or something on it.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of little. Like,
awesome.
Awesome. Great stuff.
Awesome. Yay. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us. I love this. So bored with our weekly recipe. Tacos,
that was
lasagna,
awesome.
meatloaf, Joe.
Woo!
Woo! The old girl still got it. Anyway, so thanks. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to serve us in getting shows. All those people that you know that order from services say, oh my gosh, I've got something you have to come to. You'll spend one night and end up with 6 weeks worth of meals. And if you have 6 people there, you have 6 weeks worth of meals. So, and then, pardon me?
I said you just have to make sure that they know what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, and if everybody even brought their laptop or their phone, they could actually do the forms, input the forms right there at the party. And they could just do it. That would be part of the party. So they're not going home. They're bringing their recipes. They're taking a screenshot of their recipes so they can attach it to the file, and it's done. And you can share it with everybody that's there.
I like that.
Yes, it's awesome. It's awesome.
I like this whole idea.
I do too. Really and I think it solves a problem, and that's all what we're doing with Pampered Chef. Like Eileen says, we're coming up with solutions. So I'm really about saving money. I'm frugal at heart. It doesn't matter how much money I make. I'm still gonna always use my coupon and go to the sale when I can. It's just who I am at heart. So I love this. I know what it did for me and my family to help me be organized, because I am not organized. In fact, my husband said I was only going to make it for 3 months in this business because I was so unorganized. So I'm glad to say it'll be 32 years in September. So anyway, so much for that. Anyway.
You know what? Tell them all that that all of this, the videos and the support, will all be on PC Team Training.
It'll all be on
under the leader tab.
Under the leader tab. This will be under leader tab, or it'll be
tab. What I think I'm going to do, Nance, is take your segment, pull it out, like splice it, so that we just have this, because when we can give it to our consultants.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'll splice it, and then we'll put it together with your documents.
To documents.
And then that I'll upload to the front page.
Perfect.
So Patty, if I email you
everything,
my
finished,
yeah,
awesome. So God bless you. It's 11:33. Have an amazing April, you guys. Be excited about this. Remember, it's just another class that you can offer. Start doing it for your family, and then you will be excited about what you can offer to your guests and your hosts. So anybody else have anything? for the call? We'll yes. Okay, we'll get.
Okay, we're going to end this
Bye-bye.
meeting?
Yes, we can
Okay, it
end
looks
it.
like we need to end the meeting. We're sorry. It was a great meeting. Thank you
Yeah,
all.
to me.
Wait,
gonna
I'm
email
gonna, you know what I
it to
think I'm
me.
gonna do?
Well,
I'm gonna
does
take
she want them?
what?
You can do that. You can email them to.
Because
Just
I'll
put
have
your
them all.
name on it in case.
Unless you want to do everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get before I end this because I don't think we get this.
I put check marks if I needed more than one, like when I did the
A
Roman
tally. You just do tally.
Okay.
Do tallies. That's a good thing.
Okay.
Do we stop
You know,
already?
like when
No,
I needed
Okay.
to-
I'm trying to get this
Here's
first.
when you need
more,
if you
I-
need
know, I needed another. I mean,
4
so then I just made
potatoes.
check.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can just do a tally. All right. And then even if you go to your cupboard and you see you have 2, again, if you just tally and don't do the 5, just tally with the marks, you can highlight that you've already got 2. You need 3 more. Because remember, the first one is your master. You're going to print off a copy. So that's why you don't want to erase it or scratch it off on the master. You always want to keep your masters as your masters. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Print a copy or have it on your phone and you can check it off from there. But yeah, I would do tallies. Same thing with potatoes. I mean, I throw potatoes out all the time. I'm trying not to eat potatoes, but some things call for potatoes. So instead of buying a bag of potatoes, you buy 2 or 3 potatoes, period. You're not throwing anything out at the end of the week. I'm loving that part too, because I'm not wasting money. And we all know fresh is expensive. So
yeah.
But it's also the best. So have a great April, you guys. We'll see many of you. Congratulations to all of you that are in Amelia Island, to all of you that earned Hotel Del. We'll see you. I'll see you at Hotel Del. Patty, Marie. We'll see you at Hotel
Tina,
Del.
who else is
Tina, Laura.
No, we have a whole bunch of people.
Whole bunch of people. Carrie, Jessica.
Amelia
Island. Good. So we'll see you there. And try this before we see you so we can talk about it and really talk it up. All right.
Oh my God.
Bobby Lynn.
She said she used the catalog onboard stickers for Christmas and they loved them.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I love that.
My family got a kick out of it too. Okay. So, all right.
Are we done?
Stop. We're
Okay.
done. God
We're
bless
done.
you guys.
We're going to say goodbye. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Goodbye. So long. Farewell.
Avita, say goodbye. I hate to go, but miss the happy side.
Gotta have some fun in there.
All right.
Patty dancing. We weren't in the video then.
Oh, sorry. It really is much better. Okay, I'm saying goodbye. All right. End meeting for all. Bye-bye.